What'd you think of Jimmy G out there?
Just a good look.
Well, that is a good look. It's a good look.
He handled everything, all the pressures. And what I like is what this league is turning into. Your quarterback has to be able to play off script. And when I say off script, I'm talking about play breaks down. It's not the end of the play. You don't have to always throw the ball away. You extend the play, and you get the most out of it. You know, I think other than Tom Brady, I think maybe Drew Brees, they're the only two that, you know, they can play on script every time, and if you get them rattled, they'll throw it away, and those yards mean nothing as long as they didn't lose any.
Career high, 4 TD passes, 3 of which came backed up on downs. How'd you like the way he looked out there, though, if you had to break down the look of this quarterback? And we were talking about it before the show started. The Niners kind of took a little bit of a gamble. They didn't really know exactly what they were getting in him. He played a couple games for Tom Brady when Tom was out.
Yeah.
And look, is he the future for the Niners?
Huge risk they took. I think when I was on here last, we were talking about quarterbacks, and I was like, he could be in that bum category. And I'm going to say he kind of climbed out of the bum category. He can actually, his team can rely on him to win. Now he has a strong running game. And last night to play with a subpar offensive line, you got not one backup tackle, but 2.
Got a bunch of guys coming back from injury.
It's just unbelievable that he was able to do what he did on a short week. So I think that, you know, John Lynch, he's like, yes, we have a guy that can not just manage the game, but we can rely on him to win football games.
And Troy Aikman pointed out, I mean, he looked relaxed, he looked easy. You said it's because he's playing the Cardinals. But,
well, of course, yeah, you got
but, you know, you're in a 3-point game. I mean, things could happen. I mean, he did look loose, he looked easy, looked happy out there like with his teammates. And then what about Emmanuel Sanders? I mean, he's been there for 10 days, and they look like they're battery mates.
There were some throws that Jimmy G made that a lot of quarterbacks would not make with the new receiver. It was just timing throws, and I was like, oh, my God. I'm talking they ran a play, and it was 3rd down, and Sanders ran like a corner out, and Patrick Peterson was in position that if you throw this ball late, the ball was thrown so fast that when Emmanuel turned around, it hit him, and Patrick Peterson didn't even see the ball go by him. I was like, you got to have some cojones to make that throw. It was impressive to watch him. And I think it was like 21-14 at that time. Mm-hmm. You throw an interception right there. I mean, and that's Patrick Peterson. He's going to turn it into points. So I was impressed with what I saw with him. I mean, we still got to see him a little bit more, but thus far, Kid has it.
Yeah, that's my question to you, Marshall. Does he have enough? Is he showing you enough that they can be the 1 seed in the NFC and go to the Super Bowl?
Oh, without a doubt. They can be the 1 seed. Going to the Super Bowl is another thing. I liken what I'm watching from him to, let's say, Jared Goff. You remember his first time in the playoffs, didn't play well. And then the next year, they go to the Super Bowl. You have to have that experience, or you have to have some type of experience on your team that you can lean on. Let's say if the quarterback isn't doing well. I like the fact that they went out to get Sanders. That's a great get. That's going to be more of a comfort, because if everybody starts leaning on the tight end, and they're tight end heavy. If they start leaning on the tight end and they take that away, now they have someone that can beat you on the outside that they can depend on. So they have all the components. John Lynch is just, and I want to commend him. He's making really good, sound decisions. The Bosa pick, people was like, I don't know. Kid is, oh my God, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. He's like the least blocked player. He beats his block faster than anybody else in the league right now. And their pressure and what they're doing on defense, John Lynch he's done an amazing job thus far.
Susie Schuster, Marshall Faulk in for Rich Eisen on the Rich Eisen Show. What about Kyler Murray?
I'm glad that he can move around, because he's playing with the worst offensive line maybe in the history of football. But I like what I see from him, and I like what they did. I was kind of. I didn't really like the move. Steve Wilkes he didn't really get a fair shake in Arizona, but they felt like, okay, we're going to go out and get this unusual talent, this unconventional talent. And, we talked about playing off schedule. Kyler Murray can play off schedule. So why not bring in a coach that can coach him? in Kingsbury, and I like that marriage. I just think they have to put more around him. Offensive line, they don't have, other than Patrick Peterson, they don't have many difference makers on defense. It's just, it's a team where the cupboard is a little bare. But from him, he's not discouraged. Last night in that game, kid was slinging it. I mean, he's throwing the football around, trying to make plays. It's just one of those things that if he can deal with the disappointments in the first year of maybe not being the best player on the field or not playing his best, he's going to have a heck of a career.
And Kenyon Drake went right to work coming in from the Dolphins. I mean, he looked like he was part of the system.
Good pickup. No, he was happy to be out of like a situation. I mean,
that's the situation. That's one way to put it.
There's another 2 losses for in that division, but it's that was a good pickup for them, and you get a change of scenery, and sometimes it's just so refreshing.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.